Okay guys, in this video we're going to move on to talking about your copy, and essentially what that means is your words, what you're going to type within your ad. Um, there's about a half dozen, maybe 4 or 5, so a little less than a half dozen there, of different approaches that you can take. And just to jump right into it, the first approach is making basically a fearless statement. Um, in performance terms, what that could be for a DJ is something, and this kind of goes back to what we were talking about in the previous lessons, something that is very uh, visceral, something that you can see right away that is just that dude's talented, that girl shreds. Um, and I bring that up because I remember there was a video back in the day, and I didn't end up following up with her just because of my path, but there was this girl, oh, I don't know, maybe she was, I'm terrible with ages, but maybe between like 10 and 13, something like that. And she absolutely rocked with like hair metal style Van Halen guitar. The equivalent to that with a DJ and this sort of very visual, visceral statement, this fearless statement, would be scratching. That's the quickest thing that comes to mind with DJs. Don't get upset if you're not, someone who's like a hardcore turntablist and can't scratch very well. I'm just trying to put out the example there. A visual version of what I'm talking about would be scratching, quick mixing, a lot of hot cue and tricks on mixers and CDJs, sort of like an Eric Murillo. If you wanted to get away from the scratching and more on the kind of tricks end of things, think about someone like Eric Murillo. And if you don't know about him, look him up and you'll see what I mean pretty much right away, especially if you look towards the beginning of his sets. His intros are usually pretty epic. Or like old school Carl Cox. Statement wise though, so we're talking about the visual, but we're getting into statement wise. You want to make a fearless statement.